Here's block 14. This is the first squares block. For fabric A, we've got 2 squares. They're 3.5 inches square, so that's fabric 19. That's the slightly purpley pink. Then we've got the green, which is fabric 13. I've got 2 squares of that as well. And then the blue, which is fabric 10, 1 square. And these are the D strips. These are 18.5 inches long. So one way to cut these strips, they're 18.5 long, which is longer than a lot of people's rulers, as you can put your 9.25 line on a fold. If you fold it in half, 9.25, and then cut there, and when you open it out, it'll be 18.5. So that's our D strips. And then finally, we need 6 strips that are 1 inch by 3.5 inches, and those are E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those that go in between. To make my chain piecing go really easily, I've just sewn a strip onto one side of all of my squares, and then I went back and sewed another strip onto one of my pink squares. So then everything will just get laid out in order: pink, green, blue, pink and green, and I can sew these seams next. If this part that you've made is slightly out, don't worry about it. If it's a lot out, you can adjust it by either increasing or decreasing the size of your seams. But if it's close enough, just make sure that because you've cut your strip the right length, what you want to do is for your squares part to match the length of this strip. So I'm popping a pin in at each end, and then I'm going to ease it all to fit, and that way we're still at the 18.5 length, which is what we want for the quilt. So I'll pop a pin in each end. This is a bit like adding borders to a quilt. Then I'm putting one in the middle, and then I'm putting a pin in about halfway down. So I've got 5 pins in total on each side. And that's just going to make it all fit. Same with the other side. What I don't like doing is just throwing on the strip and then finding that I'm off at the end, because that means that my block is not the 18.5 inches that it needs to be to fit into the quilt. So doing it this way means it will be the right size.